Train your brain. Learning requires cognitive representatives. The idea that if you read a book and forget it next week, you didn't learn anything can sound harsh at first, but it carries an important truth about how learning really works. Reading alone is not the same as learning. Learning happens when information stays with us long enough to influence how we think, act, and understand the world. Many people read books the way they scroll through social media, quickly consuming words, then moving on. The problem is that the brain does not store information just because we looked at it once. If we never revisit, apply, or think deeply about what we read, the information fades quickly. It's like pouring water into a bucket with holes in it. The water disappears unless we repair the bucket. But the encouraging part of this message is that a bad memory is usually not permanent. Our brain is far more adaptable than we think. In neuroscience, this ability is known as neuroplasticity, the brain's capacity to strengthen and create connections when we practice using it. Just like muscles grow stronger through exercise, the brain grows stronger through repeated mental effort. Think about learning a new language. If you read a list of 50 new words today and never look at them again, you will likely forget most of them within a few days. But if you review those words, use them in sentences, hear them in conversations, and practice speaking them, your brain begins to form stronger neural pathways. The repetition acts like cognitive reps, similar to lifting weights in a gym. Consider a simple example. Imagine someone reads a book about communication skills. If they close the book and never think about it again, the ideas will slowly disappear from memory. But another person might do something different. After reading each chapter, they might write down 3 key ideas, talk about them with a friend, or try applying them in a real conversation the next day. Suddenly, the book is no longer just information, it becomes experience. And experience is what the brain remembers. Students often see this difference clearly. A student who simply rereads their notes before a test may feel familiar with the material, but that familiarity fades quickly. Another student might test themselves, explain the topic out loud, or teach it to someone else. Those activities force the brain to retrieve the information repeatedly, strengthening memory each time. These are the cognitive reps that make knowledge stick. You can see the same principle in everyday life. A person might read 10 self-help books about productivity, but change nothing about their routine. Another person might read just one book and practice a single idea from it every day for a month. The second person gains far more value because they train their brain through repetition and action. This is why the brain is often compared to a muscle. If a muscle is never used, it weakens. If it is challenged regularly, it grows stronger. The same is true for thinking, remembering, and learning. When we review ideas, reflect on them, discuss them, and apply them, we are giving our brain the mental workouts it needs. So the goal of reading should not be to finish as many books as possible. The real goal is to absorb a few meaningful ideas and practice them until they become part of who we are. One remembered lesson that changes how you live is far more valuable than 100 forgotten pages. In the end, the message is empowering. Your memory is not fixed. Your mind is not limited. With consistent cognitive reps, reviewing, reflecting, and applying what you learn, you can strengthen your brain just as surely as an athlete strengthens their body. And when that happens, reading stops being a passive activity and becomes a powerful tool for growth.